Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shadoon.
Right, it's about to get
Dion
Dion already
none of that.
We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's
It's like, when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000?
Now?
In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm going to keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undefeated. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to light up.
he's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real. That's what I do.
Oh, we're supposed to get the ball. Go rebound. This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get it.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Wah, wah, wah. God dang. Woo, man. I had to go to Radio Shack this morning. What's cracking like a mac from the back into the jack end? I think we may be on to something here, y'all. One, I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with your boy, getting up early, trying to get that worm. Where that worm at? Hey, big worm. That's what we doing on this show. And also, hey, we calling it out. Instead of just watching them fluff up, we calling it out. And that's a beautiful thing because we start with ourselves. It's called accountability, God dang it. We trying to grow. We go in the locker room to keep it real. We go into the film session to see what we really doing. You ever play a game and thought you were out there killing it? Like, oh my God, my stuff don't stink. And then you watch the film, you're like, oh, wait a minute. That's all we doing right here. You gotta understand it's all in love. Appreciate all you guys rocking with your boy. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and make sure you become a member. Yes, we getting it in today. Love to you guys. We're going to talk about Luka and Cade, how they beat the NBA and they rules. Oh, stupid ass rules y'all try to make up in the all season. Y'all didn't talk to Jimbo about that. Did they talk to you, Jimbo, about that? Nope, they ain't come over here with that. That didn't make no sense. Talking about 65, 82. So we got to talk about that. We got also AZ. You know, hey, ladies, in the WNBA, she getting treated with the kid gloves. They can't talk about her relationship, alleged relationship, situationship, whatever the hell they shipping. They can't talk about it, so we're going to talk about it. They are making this show easy. The more they run from it, the faster we get to it. That's our saying. The more you run from it, the faster we going to get to it. God dang it. And then when I see them at the cocktail party, I wish they would not speak to me. They always do, except Ryan Clark. It's okay, Ryan. I at least speak to you. That's all that matters, okay? I do my part. We also got to talk about Diana Russini. There's more fallout. People getting fired for criticizing her. What? It's all crazy. It's all crazy. Zay Flowers goes in on John Harbaugh and his style. Blame him for the problems and injuries out there. We got to talk about that. Nick Wright doubles down on LaMelo Ball's a clown statement. Okay, this is what he's doing. He grabbed the shovel and said, I'm going to keep digging. Let's go. And then there's some social and sexuality questions around men's volleyball. Let's just say that if y'all haven't seen this video. Dude is getting it in, man. I love it. I can't lie. I'm gonna leak a little of this story. I love it when someone is counterculture. I love it when someone is anti-stereotype. Like they break them over. Like me, when I show up to a basketball court and everybody think, oh, Jesus, we got that 6'4", 270-pound power forward. We about to win this pickup game. No, you not. You picked the wrong black man. I can't play a lick of basketball. I mean a lick. As soon as I dribble, you might as well say steal. You might as well say turnover. It's a wrap. I got one thing going for me other than being black and big. I got a set shot. Boy, if you leave me alone, what you gonna end up doing? Because you're like, we ain't playing with that dude. That dude's sorry. We playing 5-on-4. They gonna leave me alone. And then wet. And all I say is, and I say it every time, Durant. Everybody said Kobe, respect to Kobe, rest in peace to the great. I always said Durant. And it is just like that. You know how with Easy Sniper, when he hit the back of the rim and it goes straight down, the net don't even move. Yeah, it's your boy. Let's get into this, man. Let's get our show started. And I'm going to go a little bit later today. You want to know why? Oh, y'all smart. Because I started later. God dang, it ain't that deep. Okay. First, let's get out to high school. Y'all know I love track and field. Any level. It could be a 2-year-old just learning to walk. If he get on that track, I'm watching. I'm filming. I'm posting it. It's on Instagram. Check this out. I think this is like Long Beach Poly, Servite, all this kind of stuff. Maybe this is Arcadia because I missed it last weekend, and ain't no coincidence I'm getting these videos in Arcadia in the building. Check this out. Oh, I love it. So as y'all know, if you know track and field, this is the third leg running that curve like the beginning of the 200 trying to get to anchor leg. Typically, the anchor leg is the fastest. There's been a time in track and field where you put your fastest at second leg and you try to make him run 120 meters and you want him to get you that lead and then psychologically you got that advance, right? I don't know. All I know is we're going to watch this twice. Watch it the first time. You're going to say, what happened? Then the second time, we're going to break it down. Oh, this is dope. So they going. One guy got the stick already. And he coming. Why keep coming? Oh, I got the lead. I'm about to win Arcadia. Oh, no, you not. Oh, no, you not. Give me that. Oh, okay, now we're going to see what happened. Okay, how did he's way back here. But as you know, if you're talking about the zone, this guy got his stick earlier. I don't know if this is their typical handoff. I don't know if he left early or because usually if you got a fast guy, and maybe this guy's just fast, you want him running a little more. So that 120 meter instead of that 100. And saying that means if he running 120, somebody running 80. Let's keep going. He got the stick already. He ready to go. He got his hand back. You think you run faster with your hand back? I don't think so either. So now he waiting, got it. But I got it in my left hand. My man, whoa! Ain't nothing better than track. Jesus. God knew what he was doing. That's why he made this the first sport ever. Some people say wrestling, but that ain't good for this story right now. Look at him. full extension. This is extension. Look at that left leg. Wow, that mean that hip is turned on. Ass is working. Arse. Your strongest muscle is your ass. So he got that thing full flex. Bow. Now, look at his right foot. That is strength. It ain't leaning. It's not dragging. It's not hanging. This is why if you gonna run fast, you're gonna have to beat that ground up like back him. Like a hammer and a nail. Boy, track and field is my thing. You think I know some football. Don't get me started on track. National record holder. National record holder. Who was the national record holder? Me. Our national record holding relay team, mile relay, 4x400. Yep, I was 11. Al Bundy like a mug, but it counts. And I won the nationals in the 400. That's why I be looking at fools. I'm like, dog, you don't know how deep this goes. Anyway, he's ready. He has the baton in his offhand. You can run both ways, but everybody got their hand. Their strong hand is where you're gonna switch it. So now he gonna have to switch it. And he switched it. You saw him when he switched it, and you see what his feet did. If your hands do it, your feet gonna do it too. It's just gonna take a little bit later. Jimbo, you agree? Yep. That boy knows some track. So then he got off cadence. My man said, oh, you off cadence? You can't do that. I don't know where this kid from. He got to be from Texas. This got to be Texas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana. Something came up in here. Pause. And he got that thing. And he, right there. Ooh. This got to be Servite. This got to be them boys, the California record holders. Golly. Oh, and they sophomores. I think they all sophomores. All sophomores. And track ain't got NIL like that, so them fools gonna finish high school. One more time. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta see it fluid. Look at this. Watch him. Switch hands. He said, no, don't you ever. Boy, I came all the way from Texas, wherever the hell I came from. You ever? He said, oh, Jesus. Oh, you out here digging. And they play football too. Blah, blah, blah. You think I'm some energy. You think I'm some morning coffee. We're going to put on track and field. We're going to try and put track and field on early first because I know I got to force y'all to watch that. If not, y'all ain't going to stick around for all these other topics we got. Woo! Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and become a member. I love it too much. Oh, I love it too much. Okay, let's get into this because you know I'm still grieving. I tried to start the show off to make me happy because I'm really covering up my pain. I got a lot of pain right now. My clippers tripped out. They tricked it off, as they would say. Oh, y'all out here eating. Y'all spending that money today. Oh, I'm glad I went to Radio Shack. Y'all like, shoot, we got Marcellus Wiley covered. We got the money for the Radio Shack. Shout out to Kenton Powell. He back in the building. He just bought a 5-pack of memberships. I appreciate you, dog. Who'd you hook up? Stapleman, Janovis, Mary Kay, Zachary, Zacchaeus, Wadey, Daniel Vasquez, and Pretty John Iron. I love you guys. Appreciate you. I see you in here, Stomp. Kenton Powell is just always looking out. And Patrick Edwards, too, looking out as well. Andrew Mance, Andy, Raiders Cat, Darth Vader, Broken Traditions. Man, my goal, I'm not going to lie to y'all. There's 2 things I have as a goal. My minor goal is I watch Coach JB show a lot. I love Coach JB. I love Darnell Smith. Darnell Smith used to work with us at Fox. That's my dog. Coach JB from Compton. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of members. And I was like, how they got all the members? And I was like, oh, because they promote memberships. But my big goal is rest in peace, Kevin Samuel. I used to watch him before everybody thought he was cool, too. I was just like, this dude is dropping jewels. And boy, I used to watch his show, and I've never seen a chat move faster and more money. I was like, because he was basically having a therapy session. He was like, all right, I'm going to be the therapist on camera. Y'all going to be on the couch, but y'all just be at the crib. And people, I was like, damn. So go, respect. Respect to you too as well, Andrew Nance, who love my guy. Let's funkin' go. Kenton is the GOAT, real spit. All right, Stephen A. Smith. Make me feel better or make me feel worse. Your call.
Kenny, I'm gonna remind you of this nugget of information. Kawhi Leonard wants to come to Los Angeles. The Clippers want him desperately. He sits up there and blackmails them and tells them, yo, you don't do what I want you to do. I'm gonna go to the Lakers. I want Paul George.
See, look, I know he in his role, so none of this is real. This is all levity. I got jokes since he got jokes. He ain't blackmail him. How about you got leverage? God dang it. Like, blackmail him. He just said, you want me, you're going to have to do what I want. If not, you don't want me. Don't we all strive for that? And when you have those moments, and I had that moment. I had that in San Diego. I had that a little bit in Dallas. Not a ton, because Parcells didn't like me. He was smart. Jerry Jones loved me. So Jerry Jones like, this is my team. Jimbo, tell this boy Bill, this is my team. Jimbo said, hey, I ain't got to say nothing. You said it, boss.
So they could get him as a free agent. But that wasn't enough for him, all right? So instead of just being that, they gave up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, 5 first-round picks.
So we didn't give up 6?
Protected, and 2 pick swaps. One of those picks was Jalen Williams in 2022. Plus, they lost last night, and OKC got their first-round pick. So this brother is responsible for OKC's starting backcourt of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams, who dropped the 40-piece in the finals, okay? And what the Clippers have to show for it, especially over the last 5 years, is two playoff exits. They didn't make it, and 5 trips home in the first round, or 3 trips home in the first round. Over the last 5 years, they've been out of the first round. They missed the playoffs twice, and they've been out in the first round.
All right, enough. I thought you were going to make me feel a little bit better. Nobody want to hear this summation that is just bad. Even though I feel like they're 2 separate things. What you have to pay to get something, and then how you utilize what you got, 2 different worlds, okay? You walk into Gucci and you get them fresh shoes that cost $450. You spend $450 for them. Now, how you rock them and what girls you get with them and how that's going to finish your outfit off, that's on you, partner. If you don't know how to match and don't know how to bring the best out of these $450 Gucci's, if she ain't want to holler at you because she think you fresh, because she come to realize in 2026, the people that try to look the richest are the brokest, which everybody knows now. Like the guy you just walked by that look like a hobo owns the building you just walked out of. This ain't the same. This ain't when you can fool somebody with a Louis Vuitton suit. Now, people still do that, but then you also see them go through some struggles. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not going to lie, the top 10 richest people I know, I'm talking about I'm at your house. I'm talking about we over here cracking a brew. I'm over here talking about we playing pickleball together. The top 10 are the worst 10 if you see them pulling up. Now, the car is excluded because they're coming out of a Sprinter van with security, or they coming out of a Rolls Royce. So I was like, this is your Wednesday car? He's like, yeah, whatever. Or they got a jet. They own a jet. How you own a jet? Damn, you rich. I thought I had $5 until I met people that own jets. And they be like, yeah, you want to go down here? You want to go to Waste Management? You want to go to the tournament? Okay. Just drive down Thursday morning. What time? What time the flight? He said, no, whatever time we get on. It's just, what time are you coming? I said, you rich bitch. Oh, my God. There are levels to this. There's levels to it. Imagine if you Elon Musk. You looking at all these rich people, wealthy people. You looking at Tiger Woods, and you're like, do you know I have 400 times more money than him? Like, give me Tiger Woods. Give me Magic Johnson. Who are all ours? Michael Jordan. Give me Michael Jordan. Ooh, he rich. Mm-hmm. I got 100 times more money than him. 100 Jordans? Jesus. Imagine you got on one pair of Jordans. Somebody say, I got 100 of them. Damn. How you doing? Everybody trying to, how you doing, Elon? All right, so stick with us, man. We got to get into these stories today. We got Luka and Cade beating the NBA. Don't trip. We're going to talk about the WNBA handling their stars with kid gloves. Women always want the respect in this damn sport of WNBA. They always say they want the respect, but they don't want to get checked. You don't get respect if you don't get checked. You don't get praise if you don't get criticism. Diana Russini, she like too much criticism. Fallout continues. Conversations about her husband. We're going to go there now. Yep, on this show we are, damn it. It's real. Zay Flowers, we're going to go in on the John Harbaugh departure and what he left and how he messed things up. Nick Wright doubles down on calling LaMelo a clown. And men's volleyball got a little spicy. Got a little, hey girl to it. Shoot, I could jump too. This dude is hilarious. I'm glad for him too. Show the sport something different. All right. Y'all ready for this? Golly, we going that fast? It can't be that quick. All right, let's get Diana out the way. Let's get Diana out the way. On this show, we don't call her Diana Russini. We call her Dirty Diana. Michael Jackson been called this. Y'all thought Billie Jean was just a song, didn't y'all? Oops. All right, so USA Today Sports ends their relationship with Chrissy Freud. Never heard of her before, but I'm not doing a ton of online reading or viewing like that. Following Diana Russini's comments. Okay, so y'all know Chrissy Freud? Beat it up in the comments if you do. Whatever. All I know is she ain't got a job now. Let's see why. Okay, so on Tuesday, NFL writer Chrissy Freud celebrated Diana Russini's resignation. She celebrated it from The Athletic. On Thursday, those comments cost her a gig with USA Today Sports. Wow, that's tough. So she came out and said what everybody was thinking. Not all was saying. Chrissy, read the room. Not everybody, especially if you are USA Today. I don't know if there's anything more mainstream than something called USA Today. I ain't say get fired to keep it real, because that's when keeping it real goes wrong. Dave Chappelle she probably too young to know Dave Chappelle like that. Chappelle Show told you don't when keeping it real goes wrong. I told you everyone does the go along, get along. Everybody. Raise your hand if you've done it. Me, I've done it with my wife. I'm going to do it today. Matter of fact, it's my wife's birthday. Everybody sing it. Happy birthday, Annemarie. All right, that's enough. Stop flirting with my wife. Now, all seriousness, happy birthday, Annemarie. She's turning, I'm going to let her say it, even though she doesn't mind saying it. I respect that about her. Anyway, if you're talking about situations like this, you got to understand, there's times my wife says something, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Or there's no way you're doing that. But then what has to come out your mouth better not be that, or you got another argument. Now you got two. You done double down. You done went to the blackjack table and say, split them. Or double down. No, I'm not doing that. But in my head, I'm like, you crazy. But in my mouth, I'm saying, oh, I think you should look at that a different way. Chrissy, you should have looked at this a different way. All right, so anyway, she says, quote, I'm sure you were told to submit this or that you get fired instead. She talking about the email that really came from the lawyer that came from Diana Russini. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Oh, Chrissy, I know somebody retweeted that to you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Damn. While sharing Russini's resignation letter and photos. We know who you really are and what you've been up to for years. It does so much detriment to women in sports who have done things the right way. Oh, ain't nothing worse than taking an L except taking an L for something or somebody else. You ever do that? Like, it's one thing I took my L. Hey, man, I gave it my all. I was prepared. He just beat me. But it's another thing when I actually was trying to do something for you, do your job, hook you up, whatever it may be. I'm getting tired of seeing all my tabs open. Jesus. And I took an L for you. Your homeboy ever take an L for your boy? You're like, yo, dog, why you put that on me like that? Hey, man, I ain't had no other way out, homie. For real, on set, homie. That was the only way I could even think. She called me. I said, whoop, whoop, whoop. I said, I had to say something. Because if I don't say something, it's rap. So I said that, you good though. Trip. Don't trip. You good. Everybody got a friend like this, right? You good. I'm trying to tell you. Just don't say nothing about that. And when they come up, just be like, yup. This is not going to get me out of jail with your girl. Damn it. But hey, she took an L like that. Let's see if anything else is in here. Wow, Freud later said Russini deserves to suffer consequences for her actions. See, and I knew it. And look, this sounds like somebody who was like, look, her, get her, because you don't want them to look at you. Ooh, because I'm sure you got something in your past. And I actually heard, let me see if they bring it up, that, Chrissy, I heard you been dating them athletes. And she says, let me see if they go there first, and then I break it down. This is crazy. This is life, y'all. Let's have fun. All of us do know what she's been up to, said Freud. What the fuck? Freud, you need to watch this show. This is not how we do things, okay? We're not here to bring somebody down. We're here to, we trying to bring the truth up, not bring people down. You understand the difference? Did you graduate, girl? From fights with other reporters in Chili's parking lots about hooking up with married NFL coaches to everything else, it is almost certainly all true. It was the worst kept secret in the NFL reporting world for a while. See, your big, bad, brave ass, where were you the day before the pictures came out then? Just sitting there tucking it away. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Now, I can't be a hypocrite. There's a lot of stuff I know, too, and I'm waiting for the story to come out. Then I can say it. So, I'm sorry, Chrissy. Ain't nobody perfect. Freud added that she was once offered the chance to be mentored by Russini, but declined because I knew what she was about in her track record. Now, that's real. That's real. Like, in our industry, you know who they try to connect you to, mentor, mentee, all that stuff. And then you be like, hey, what's up with old dude? And they be like, man, he a hunter. You be like, hunter? Oh, no, I can't do that. That means basically, there are guys in the industry that are hunters. So they use their platform profile and they always taking meetings, coffee. Oh yeah, I meet you at Starbucks. Let's talk about you getting into the business. It just so happens the girl is 5'11", 170, not an ounce of fat, bubbles everywhere on her body, beautiful, and she can't play any more sports. She played women's softball in college, and now she's trying to break into the media. And then you gonna have a Starbucks meeting with her, and then just be like, yeah, let's, we got each other's info. Let's stay in touch. Hey, next week, let's have dinner. Keep talking. You talking because you macking. You ain't trying to get her in the gig in the business, but if you do, it's coming with a little bit of a cost. You like my Gucci shoes, girl? I know you do, right? You got to do that. She got to pay a little to play. Y'all dating, basically. But you holding it like, yeah, I'm going to see what the bosses say. Yeah, I'm going to see what's happening up there. Let's just keep hanging. That happened. Whoa. So she talking about that. And she like, I don't want to be connected to the person, Diana, like that. Okay. Smart by you, but at the same time, you ain't got to crush her in this moment. I don't kick nobody when they down like that. The writer then admitted that she had a strong relationship with former quarterback JT Daniels. Okay, now we talking. As long as we keeping it real, we keeping it real. Did include multiple sexual encounters, and there was a lot involved. What? Oh, we in the mud now. Adding that this relationship began after Daniels was out of football. Daniels played for SC, Georgia, West Virginia, and Rice between 2018 and 2023. God dang, JT. Freud then went on to attack Russini further, claiming that the former ESPN and athletic journalists had been involved in similar situations that directly impacted her reporting. Nah. Hold on, girl. See, this is how they try to play it off. Oh, that happened after. Shut up. You know them seeds were planted before. I took horticulture, lady. You know the first day of class what we did? Okay, everyone, grab that packet of seeds. Let's go in the back. All right. We already got everything queued up and fertilized and ready to go. Plant your seeds. That was the first day of class. You know what happened next week? Nothing. ain't a sprout nowhere. Ain't nothing. We come back next week like, where the seeds go? She's like, you have to be patient. You have to take care of them. Okay? Now grab your hoes. I was like, what'd you say? She's like, go get your hoe. I said, I don't have any relationships. I was in 8th grade. I was like, I don't date. She was like, go grab your garden tool. I was like, oh, okay. Talking about, this all happened after. Okay, I bet. No wonder you try to kill Dirty Diana, because you dirty. On Thursday, USA Today Sports released a statement saying it had ended its contracted relationship with Freud effective immediately. Somebody was like, excuse me, whoever runs sports, USA Today Sports was like this, excuse me. He's like, yeah. He's like, I know everyone's focused on Diana and everything is going on, but we have one of our own. Hi. My name is Janet, HR. We have one of our own, and I just want you to look at this trail of tweets. Oh, my God. What the hell is she doing? Unacceptable. Her recent statements do not reflect our commitment to professionalism or uphold our principles of ethical conduct. Oh, man, you got fired on your day off on Twitter? Oh, good Lord. Okay, here she go. She confirmed she will no longer be writing for USA Today Sports, adding, I regret zero of what I said and stand beside it. Yeah, you don't stand on it. You stand beside it. You own it because it knocked you off. It was like, girl, you stupid. Get off me. The truth that she was trying to tell was like, get off me. Stand beside me, girl. Stupid ass. and that I feel I've been very transparent and did nothing wrong. Oh, you just young. She a freshman. You ever go to college? Who went to college? You ever go to college classes and sit there and see who's argumentative? I guarantee you they freshmen, some sophomores. The rest, the juniors and seniors sitting there like, if you don't shut up, the damn professor wrote the book. Why are you arguing? You think you're gonna win this argument even if you're right? You wrong. He wrote the book. Shut up. I'm trying to go to damn lunch. She sounds like a freshman. I like to acknowledge the statements put out about me recently and that I'm also no longer with USA Today. Yeah, we know. Yep. I regret zero. Shut it. I already read that. Yeah, go in there. Chill out, girl. That's where you need to be. Chill out. Put some ice in there. Relax. What's wrong with her? I don't like that. One thing I won't do is kick people down. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about it. Okay? And catch me if I don't. What's wrong with you, lady? She out here tripping. Oh, man, shout out to all y'all. Y'all still in here getting money in. Oh, I got to pay attention, huh? Love to you guys. Appreciate you all. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and become a member. Andrew Nance says, shout out to JB and Smitty. Yeah, I love that show. That now, you think I keep it real. I do, but I keep it real where your kids can listen. I think. Depends on how old your kids are. But they do not, your kids cannot watch Coach JB. Nope. Your kids gonna be messed up. They're gonna be crazy. But what he's talking is real. That's how I grew up. People talk like that. I am actually cleaning myself up to do this show. Real spit. You don't believe me? Go watch some of the old On the Rocks episodes. And yesterday we hung out. We talking through it, how we gonna get to the next one. On the Rocks, my goal is to be exactly who I am. And that is not for all audiences. Let's just say that. Continue talking about Dirty Diana, please.
I talked to a source close to Diana. That's how I will label this source.
First of all, I hate this source stuff. Just talk. Say, I heard. I'd rather hear I heard than a source because I don't believe you. Stephen A. Smith messed up the whole word source. But more importantly, I don't like this cadence. Come on, man. Talk for real. Let's go.
And the source close to Diana told me that I
don't like that. Y'all like that? Ain't no source told about Diana talking about that thing. I'm messing with him.
This is the source. Believes it was a private investigator that took the photos of Diana and Vrabel, and the source, believes that without question, the PI was hired by Diana's husband.
Okay. It's one thing to know something, another thing to actually have it validated. Like, I believe, like he started off saying, I know, and then, somebody else say, yeah, no, you're right, you real.
Again, I talked to a source close to Diana, and the source close to Diana told me, and it's what I'm not saying Diana believes this or Diana told the source. I'm just telling you, this is a source close to Diana, and I was told it was a PI and it was the husband. And apparently the source close to Diana told me that the husband has a bunch of money, and this is not about money because he has plenty of it. So the source close to Diana tells me.
Yeah, he ain't a Shake Shack exec, something like that. Yeah.
That it was a PI. It wasn't some Johnny hotel visitor with his phone out.
Duh. I mean, I've spied on many a person in my life, and let me tell you that you run out of Zoom when it comes to that iPhone. Let's just say that, right?
It was a PI, and they believe, the source, that the PI was hired by Diana's husband, and the source tells me that Diana's husband doesn't need the money in a divorce because he's already loaded, so this is about more than money, according to the source.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Blah, blah, blah. Not to shoot you down, Mr. Stillman, but you ain't say nothing that we didn't know day one that was on Google. One, we knew who the husband was because he's an executive. He has a name and a profile, and he's big time. Two, we also knew that somebody had to have a different level of detail for that to come out. It's a private resort. Costs like $3,000 to get even on that roof and be in that resort. It's a couple's intimate place 2 hours away. Ain't no random fan sitting there with that type of money and that type of exclusivity saying, hey, let me zoom in farther than my iPhone can even zoom. I don't care if you got the Android, which is some people say better. You can't zoom that much. And then all I'm going to do is have these still shots. And What fan wants steal shots like that? That ain't a fan want a shot like, look at Vrabel and me. What's up, Vrabes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop it. And then who shops it around if it's a fan? They shop this around. We know. So I'm going to tell you a trick of the media. Sometimes we take the obvious, package it up, and just say it again, and then say it slower, and then repeat it again, and it sounds like breaking news. I just got suckered. I'm just kidding. I don't know. So let's go to the Athletic, because they are having conversations. At least they're not getting fired from it. People who work at the Athletic are having conversations. Let's see what they're talking about.
My question with the whole coverage of this is, how is Diana Russini interlocking fingers with Mike Vrabel different from Adam Schefter sending an email to a former team president with a full draft of an unpublished story and saying, Mr. Editor, are there any changes you'd like me to make?
Right.
She said like too fast. She ain't listened to one word she said. She just said, I'm here to agree.
So the way that this is being talked about is Adam Schefter still has a job. Mm-hmm. He wasn't suspended. Diana is under investigation.
What's up with this whataboutism? We got a story already to talk about. I hate when people do this. You always got to have an example. No, the example is the example. I got a story. I don't need to hear about Adam Schefter. No two things are identical, including identical twins. Ladies, my Mercedes holds 4 in the back and 2 if you're fat. What you talking about? Who are these? Fresh polo, though. I mean, come on. But what are you talking about, ma'am? Identical twins aren't identical. You think Adam Schefter's story is identical to Diana Russini's? Just say what you really want to say. Why is a man getting away with something that a woman can't? Well, let me tell you, if you want to see women get away with stuff, go to divorce court. You want to see women get away with stuff, go to family court. You want to see women get away with stuff, go out tonight. Go to the club, go to the restaurant. Watch the pretty girl. She ain't got a reservation. Bet you she sit down. I bet you she get a seat. Will you stop? It's okay. It ain't even. This world ain't even. This world ain't level. You ain't 6'4", 280 and played in the league. I'm not 5'6", 125 and got a fresh polo. What you doing? It ain't the same, so stop trying to make it the same, girl.
These are all the same kinds of violations, which is that to be an NFL insider, to be an NBA insider, to have any kind of transactional relationship where you are reporting on deals, you need people to like you. You need to get close to people. They have an agenda. You have an agenda. The lines are already blurry. It means we need to take a bigger look at the whole industry of having...
Oh, we got to take a big look at the whole industry now because we caught them slipping at the resort. You better stop. Don't look at me like that. What you mean? Oh, I found that freshman that was in the class arguing. Exhibit A, her. The whole industry does not need to be turned upside down because Diana Russini couldn't produce homegirls on a girls trip. I wish I was a police officer. I told you I want to be a lawyer, but I'd rather be a police officer. Actually, I'd take the lawyer. I don't want to get shot. Because as soon as I pull you over, ma'am, license and registration. Why'd you pull me over? What'd you say? I don't trust nobody. Ma'am, I said if you are defiant over giving me your license and registration, I think you trying to shoot me. I'm going to that level. I'm not gonna wait to get shot and be like, oh my God. Yeah. Because when you got to reach to your glove compartment, it may be that thing in there. Yeah. And I knew it. My spidey sense went off when you didn't even, what you pull me over for? Oh, come on, man. I'm not built for it. In all seriousness, though, what are you trying to do, lady? Let me hear you out all the way before I go in.
Insiders in sports altogether, rather than say, look at this woman holding hands with this NFL coach.
Okay, blah. I don't know the full details of that Adam Schefter story, but I keep hearing about it, so I need to find out. That's about the third time I've heard somebody say it. Now it's a pattern. I got to find out. But on the surface, if I got a report on you or somebody like that, and I'm about to say this, is this real, fake? I don't know. You want me to say it? I don't know what spirit he sent it to fact check it or to get your approval. Is this nice enough to you? That's two different worlds, but at the same time, I don't care what it is. It ain't that. It ain't, I'm with an NFL head coach, and we about to go somewhere away, and we about to be at least emotionally intimate, if not physically intimate. locking fingers. I told you, there's not been a single person on this planet that I've ever locked fingers with unless we already did it or we gonna do it. And that's fact. You will never see me locking fingers with somebody that I ain't had fun with or thinking about throwing a party for. The hell wrong with you? Locking fingers. First of all, look at my hands. Ain't nobody locking with them unless they in love and like or in lust. Look at these things. Look at these cringers. Look at these Jurassic Parks. And Vrabel played the same position I did, and he won Super Bowls. That means he played in more games, more meaningful games. Look at that pinky. Who locking with that? Shut it. What woman is wanting to say, oh my God, hold my hand. Hold my hand with your maned hands. Come on. I hate when people find. See, this is why we got to do this show. We going to take away all the makeup. Take the costume off. Take the polo off. No, keep it on because y'all don't know what you got under there. Keep your polo on. But the point being, stop playing. They always walk in with an agenda. And I hate to stereotype her, but I also love to. She seems like she going to say a lot of pro-women things. Her friend, certainly, she was like, yeah, you ain't even listen. Yeah. So anyway, they over there pro-woman. That's fine. You know why I say it's fine? Because that's what you do. As long as you also do this. Slap yourself when you know that woman ain't doing what we need her to do to be a pro-woman. Jesus. What's wrong with these people? Oh, that's enough. All right, Diana, I'll see you tomorrow. I do Diana every day. Ooh, that's a pause. Don't say that, Marcel. Like every day we're going to do a Diana topic until this thing dies. Not because I just think it's fascinating. Because I think it's fascinating. Mainstream media is trying to act like, oh, that ain't nothing. I think it's fascinating that who is talking about it, if they're friends or not with Diana. I don't see anybody who's like real cool with Diana actually going there. It's funny because all the pro-women in media are quiet. I don't hear nothing Malika. I don't hear anything Mina. You know what I mean? Everybody just trying to duck. It's kind of funny to me. Y'all want to duck? All right. I can get low too. I used to squat 695 pounds. Yeah, 695. 700 pounds. I used to squat 700 pounds. Yep. Don't let me stand up. Arse. I'm a strong big ox. That's another reason why nobody want to step to me. Unless they already know me. DL Hughley already know me. Ryan Clark already know me. They're like, oh, Marcellus don't like to fight, so I could talk. But if you don't know me, or you see me coming, I am an El Dorado. You like, God dang, that's a big old dude. Respect to all y'all out there. Let's keep talking this talk. We got real spit to talk. Shout out to all the members. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and become a member. We still got to talk about Luka and Cade beating the rules. We got to talk about AZ and how she's getting treated with the kid gloves. We got to talk about Zay Flowers going in on the Baltimore Ravens. You, John Harbaugh, duck. Nick Wright doubled down on the LaMelo Ball and that man volleyball player that's spicing it up. Okay. I thought this is fascinating. I don't know how long we're going to talk about it, but I just want y'all to see this. Check this out. Because people are like, yo, okay. Y'all remember Michael Jordan, all that, like Mike and all those moves? We remember all the moves. Like Michael Jordan from the free throw line changed our minds about life, right? Remember that? He was like, yo, Mike did that. Damn. Now you go to a high school game and warm-ups, they're doing that. No slight to Michael Jordan, just showing you the real, showing you how things evolve. Peep this. This is Mikal Bridges. Watch this. Remember this move Michael Jordan did? Remember that? Now dudes are doing that in the middle of the third quarter after coming off the bench. It's crazy how the world evolves, man. I had this conversation with my son. My son and I, this was like a couple years ago, we in the backyard and he's just getting it in. And look, my son is more talented than me. I keep reminding him, though, that don't mean you're going anywhere with it. You got to work. Because hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I said, you got more talent than me. I'll give you that. Daddy couldn't play basketball worth a lick. You're on the #1 team in the country. That y'all 9U team won the Nationals. Your 10U team is better than your 9U team. The only time y'all lose is when y'all play real 11-year-olds or 12-year-olds. If it's a 10-year-old so far, we ain't seen a team yet that's 10 that's rolling with us. Doesn't mean it ain't going to happen, y'all. I'm not cocky. Just telling you. I'm like, I'm looking at you, dog. Yeah, you go. I see you in football. You don't play tackle. Daddy played tackle. Wish he didn't, but I did. But I was a man. 4-5 touchdowns every game. Chili cheese Fritos and tiki punch after the game. Somebody daddy bought it for me because he's trying to recruit me. I'm not going to your high school, sir. That's too far. But you special too. I give you that. Don't mean jack. Your daddy name ain't going to get you nowhere. I ain't LeBron. I ain't going to call up Goodell. You imagine if I call up Jim Harbaugh. Hey, Jim. Hey, Wiley, what's up, man? I love you, bro. Where you been? Oh, man, just raising this boy. He ready, though. Ready to do what? Jim Harbaugh like, ready to do what? I'm like, he's ready to be on the Chargers. He's like, you better charge that to the game. That boy should have been better. I can't hook you up, Wiley. Your name ain't LeBron. No. You know what I mean? I ain't Bruce Smith. You better go get it with your muscle, son. But we had the conversation, and the conversation was, wow, how things evolve. Like, I was like, dude, you're not here in this world to walk in my shoes. You're not here to be Marcellus Wiley Jr. I played in the NFL too. If you are, you are. But that ain't your mission. Your mission is your mission. Your mission is to stand on my shoulders and see more than I saw, do more than I saw. I did that with my dad. My dad's from Tyler, Texas. My dad literally was in pseudo-slavery. My dad tells me stories. I was like, Daddy, that's slavery. He was like, no, it wasn't. They paid us $1. I was like, damn, you're right, technically. But realistically, that's slavery, Daddy. He had to walk on the other side of the street. He saw signs that said colored. I ain't never seen no sign that said colored. Only sign I ever saw growing up was colors. I was like, oh, I want to go see that movie. That was a good one. Hold on, even better. Yeah, thank you. So the point is, we different. Don't mean you're going to be better. We just different. Go get it with your muscle and be better. That's your goal. That's my goal for you, son. Go get it. All right, respect. Okay, let's get into this right now because this hit me. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member. Love all y'all out there. Check this out. I couldn't believe it. Oh, just in the NBA and NBPA have ruled in favor of Lakers Luka Doncic and Pistons Cade Cunningham. When Kevin Durant retires, this is my new favorite player. I'm waiting for Durant to retire out of respect, though. This dude, that face right there, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like, this sucker here is about life. Oh, I love Cade Cunningham in basketball. On their extraordinary circumstances challenge for the 65-game award rule, making both eligible for all 2025 and 2026 honors, such as MVP and all NBA team, sources tell ESPN. So they can win the awards now. Now, what are they going to win? Neither one going to win MVP, but, first team all NBA, yeah, they deserve that, or second team for sure. Who's first team all NBA? SGA, Wemby? Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about because he got hurt and he was on the bench, but Wemby? Who else? These two? That's a gangster. We missing one. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know who we missing. Who we missing in the game? All NBA.
Awards news, because Luka Doncic and Cade Cunningham, they're now eligible for MVP and all NBA teams after their extraordinary circumstances challenge of the 65-game rule.
Damn, they got Pharrell doing beats on ESPN. This shit sound like the Clips. This is banging. Here we go. 65-game rule approved, as we just said. Give me something deeper, Malika, since you don't want to talk about Diana.
It was approved by both the NBA and the Players Association earlier today. And we know what Luka thinks about this because he tweeted a lengthy statement. It says, I am grateful to both the Players Association for advocating on my behalf and to the NBA for their fair decision. It was also important to me to be present for the birth of my daughter in December, and I appreciate Mark, Jeannie, Rob, JJ, and the entire Lakers organization for fully supporting me and allowing me to travel to be there. This season has been so special.
I gotta break that up. First of all, they're gonna shut this whole stream down. Second of all, that beat is banging. Jesus. That might be the best bridge beat I've ever heard, and I got a cramp. Oh, I got a cramp in my right leg. I ain't gonna lie to y'all on this show. No, I'm not. Oh my God. Becky, I got a cramp dancing. Damn, I'm getting old.
To me because of what my teammates and I have been able to accomplish, and I am honored to have the opportunity to be considered for the league's end of season awards. All right, our shot.
Okay, every time you see somebody do this in the video, they're the ones who can't play beats and produce.
Sharanya is here with much more on this. How did the league, Shams, come to the decision that they were going to grant these exceptions for both Cade and Luka here?
Look, this is a first for the NBA in terms of granting players the extraordinary circumstances challenge provision in this. And so the league and the players union essentially agreed that both Luka Doncic and Cade Cunningham had circumstances that rose to the level of them being able to now be eligible for All-NBA team and MVP. In Luka Doncic's case, he missed 2 games in December with the birth of his daughter in Slovenia. In Cade Cunningham's case, he suffered a collapsed lung in mid-March.
Man, blah, blah, blah. Man, they gonna call, what they gonna call this? I see you right there. You said this, Stomp said this is gonna be called the Luka rule. Man, it's look, in the moment, I'm going to see my daughter birth, okay? You know me and my ex-wife or ex-girl, we're not together no more, all that. I'm going to see my baby, I'm going to do it. Not knowing that also you're going to get injured later, so I can understand why that's extraordinary, because it's not like he maliciously said, look, I probably going to miss all these games anyway, and I'm going to add this to it. In the moment, present day, you got present day decisions. That's why I get mad when we always go revisionist and result based, and then all of a sudden we go backwards. It's like, no. In the moment, I had a choice to make. Do I want to see my daughter born, or do I want to play, I don't know, Utah on the second of a back-to-back? Man, shut it.
Luka Doncic played 64 games. Yeah. Cade Cunningham was eligible for 63. The argument for Cade Cunningham was this was a non-basketball related injury. I'm told that's what the players union argued with the NBA.
What is, because he's smoking? Your lungs collapse because you too many of them Marlboros? Like, what the hell? You don't think the NBA affects your lungs? I mean, I love me Cade Cunningham. I told you, going to be my favorite player once Durant retires. He's number 2 right now. But you trying to tell me that a collapsed lung ain't got nothing to do with you playing basketball? I mean, I get it, but I don't.
But essentially how this goes is the NBPA filed this petition, this challenge on Monday. That gets taken to the NBA. The NBA can either say yay or nay. The NBA was in agreement on both of them. But where the issue lies is when there's not that yay, and that's when it gets taken to an arbitration and an independent hearing, and that's exactly what happened with Anthony Edwards. The petition was filed, that got advanced to a hearing, but in that hearing, he was actually denied. Anthony Edwards argued that he had a staph infection, I'm told, in December, and could that be a non-basketball related injury? Could it be? That's what the argument was.
Tough, because I've heard people get staph infections, but I can't lie. The only people I know that had a staph infection all play ball, so.
But his did not rise to the level of being granted this exception, and his business manager gave me a statement today. Justin Holland told me in part, essentially, that while they agree with, and feel happy that the NBPA really advocated for him.
Come on, Sean, spit it out, god dang.
As we see right there, Justin Holland tells me, for me personally, I'm a bit confused at the clemency for Cade, who missed time for something that happened on the court, and not Ant, who missed time for an infection. But ultimately, you already know Ant isn't tripping over it at all.
I do not want a business manager that writes like this. Hey, business manager, use ChatGPT at the end. Just say, make this professional or clean this. I don't want their last sentence to be, Ant isn't tripping over it at all.
He's more concerned about trying to play as many games as he can. And then in the playoffs, obviously try to win a championship. I don't want to make this about the money. Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham are not going to be impacted whether they make all NBA or not in terms of their supermax and their max level contract.
Watch this. But I keep missing it. Watch Sham's hairline. I didn't know it go down.
Anthony Edwards is eligible for a 4-year, $300 million supermax extension.
He slanted. It's like higher up here and then it go down. All right, I'm tripping.
Extension in 2027 off season. But he needs to make an All-NBA team either this year or next season. This year, obviously, out of the equation. So he has to make that All-NBA team next year now in order to get that 4 years, $300 million.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, we getting to the point like what Murphy Roberts said. Someone got a hangnail. Can they get an exception? Can I get an exemption? It got a little weird at the end. I don't understand the Ant-Man one either. I don't. I need deeper details than what they just gave me, because right now, that don't make no sense. Oh, man. Love to you guys for rocking with your boy. Let's get into a couple more topics, because that's what we do on this show. We know we got LaMelo Ball in the house. We could talk through that. And even Bam finally chimed in on it. LeBron's future with the Lakers is getting a little bit clearer, and if you're a Laker fan, I don't know if you're going to smile or not about that. But we got to talk about AZ Fudd. AZ Fudd, Elmer's niece. Let me stop. AZ Fudd, celebration, give her love. Big fan of her game and what she could bring to the WNBA. A lot of conversation about her dating life. You know, I think she's been introduced to professional life pretty fast. Look at that face. That face looks like I'm over this. I don't know if that's really the fact or the real, but we're going to get into it because WNBA, y'all got to be careful what y'all doing. Let's go.
Paige announced last year on TikTok that y'all were a couple, and I'm wondering if that is still the case, and if so, if y'all have talked to any other couples in the league about how they negotiate that dynamic as pro teammates.
No lie. That sounds like the most respectful, professional way I can ask you and your girl getting it in, like your teammate. Teammates, like think about it. Since everyone wants to play whataboutism, remember our freshman friend with the polo? What's wrong with asking this question? She made it public. You act like I went digging. You act like I Sherlock Holmes this. No. This is out there. Tick tock, tick tock. So now you on the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. I asked you a simple professional question. Let's hear what happens.
I understand why you have to ask that question, but we're going to respectfully decline from commenting on our players' personal lives. So next question.
Woo! 2 things just happened. I hope you caught both of them. One of them is we were ready for this. We were preempted. We knew where this was coming. Head of communications, PR, was right there. Like a sniper, just sitting there looking at that reporter. As soon as that reporter took his shot, insert me. Second thing was, to prove that point, she didn't flinch. That's the same look. Are you okay? Like, wake her up out the spell. Man, you're supposed to enjoy this. You days off of coming and being the #1 pick in the WNBA. Go back to your AAU days. Go back to your park and rec league days when you were just learning how to dribble and you were looking down at the ground and oh my God, and you didn't even know how to pound the ball or go between your legs and the rim was 7 feet. Like, don't let them steal your joy. She over there like, I ain't about to say nothing. I'm already programmed. They already in my head, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, too much for me. Oh, dead silence. Well, that's why we do this show, because if this was mainstream media or whatever they want to call that stuff that I used to do, that would be the end of it. But not on this show. We talk through it.
I got a huge issue with how the Dallas Wings handled this, because the WNBA players, they want to be treated like grown women, yet we keep treating them like babies on Similac. And that's the problem. Damn. They want to get paid like the men, attention like the men, respected like the men. They should get attention like the men. They should get respected like the men, and the pay is starting to increase. Then stop treating them like little girls. They get participation ribbons. The woman can handle it. They've shown us they can handle it. Their game is legit. Their game is evolving. Viewership is evolving. Then stop treating them like little babies, like it's a preschool game. Aaron Rodgers got asked questions about his wife. Mystery wife, legitimate wife. Who knows? LeBron has been asked questions and has been the butt of jokes. Steph Curry has been asked questions about his significant other and his partner.
He on one. See, this is why you never throw out the baby with the bathwater. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Everybody got some jewels to drop. He dropping jewels right here. See, this is the thing. The aspiration of all of us is to see the WNBA thrive, not just survive, right? And they're surviving through subsidy. No. We want y'all to be on your own, go do your thing. We love it if we like it, whatever. Or we don't even care about it. But the point is, go do you. There's so many things in this world that you don't care about, I don't care about, that are so good, winning, thriving, killing it. And you have no idea or don't have no concern. That's the WNBA for some people. They're like, I don't give a damn about WNBA, but I ain't wishing them no ill. But they're not wishing ill on themselves, but they are actually self-inflicting wounds. If you protect somebody like that in that moment, you know what you just said to your casual fan? Oh, this ain't for real. This play. This ain't adulthood. Where you going to sit there and say, someone told us that you were in a relationship. Now we want to ask, is that relationship, how's that going? Are y'all playing together? Like let's just act like this is normal. No, we're not, because it's not normal. It happens, but it's not normal. Do you want us to have storyline for your product? Do you know that no one's coming here for any sport just to watch people bang into each other? Lord, don't say that again. To watch people shoot jump shots. The NBA, the men were struggling playing basketball. That league was in trouble. They had to merge with the ABA that was having all that fun, that was out there having story. Then they still had some struggles. And then they had the best story you can have in America, a racial story of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Yeah, they put ball in bucket. Yeah, they got the no-look passes and all that. But you know what they got more than that? Storyline. Let's talk it. Ooh, y'all rob us a storyline while we watching you. I go in the backyard and throw a layup over the backboard like I see in the WNBA.
And they stand there and they sit there and they answer the questions, children included. But the one time, AZ Fudd, #1 overall pick, mind you, it's not like she's Miss Irrelevant. #1 overall pick, you should be handled and be delivered every single question. And then somebody has to step in as an intermediary and say we can't handle them questions.
Yeah, that's a real point. She the #1 overall pick. I don't give a damn. She go up there and say her ABCs and then have to say them backward because they may have had a drink, okay? Which is hard to do sober. How in the hell I'm going to do it when I had a drink or two? Anyway, so the point is, this is silly. Who going to sell storyline better than the #1 overall pick? Other than you got a star named Paige who happens to be her alleged girlfriend. Well, damn it. Can we sell this stuff? Let me do my job, which is give them a story. That's why I laugh when people want to avoid the real. Dog, this is the best thing it can happen for you. This is the best thing that can come, is if you let us tell the story.
Shador Sanders, 5th round pick, had to answer every question under the sun and is still answering them. And yet, AZ Fudd is a #1 overall pick. You get asked a question and the Dallas Wings have to step in and protect you and coddle you as though you're a baby?
Yeah, and what I love is they didn't dig for they didn't do the Michael Sam. You know, Michael Sam was what, a 7th round pick? And then, hey, I need you at the front of the podium. Forget the first rounder. Come here. How does it feel to be a man in the NFL, but you know, you like men? They didn't do that. You're the #1 overall pick. I can ask her, girl, where you get your nails done? I went down to Frisco's. I love that spot. I don't give a damn. You dating your teammate. Yeah, I kind of give a damn.
It's not on Fudd. It's not on the players in my mind. But if you want to get paid like the men, get the attention like the men, your game be respected like the men, then you also have to deal with the tension that comes with that game as well. This isn't, to me, a WNBA player issue. This is how you are treating them. Stop coddling them like babies. Stop coddling these grown women like little girls and start treating them like grown women. It is the WNBA, not the little baby NBA.
What? Blah, blah, blah. Real spit. He spoke that. That's real. I don't know why they did that. It is equivalent. It feels like how right now, how mainstream media is wrestling with the Diana Russini story, Mike Vrabel story, and then the ones who are not covering it, everyone is sitting there like, even if you, no matter what side you are, they did something, they didn't do something, who cares? It's grown people. You're still sitting there like, but y'all cover way less. Y'all talk about way less. Y'all talk about way more things than this, and y'all gonna avoid this one? It just tells on you. Now, that will subside. See, this is why big business does that. They do it because they know that your attention span, you got to move on. Because you look petty the longer this goes on and they're silent and you still saying, say something, say something. You ever have that argument? Well, you just be like, all right, enough. And then they like, say something. And then you just be sitting there and then they start saying, what? You're like, it's over. Okay? At a certain point, them not acknowledging this, they think, and it will be in terms of our attention span, it's over. We'll move on to the next news and stuff. But your respect, your deeper connection to something will be affected. You just look at it like, okay. I'll still watch. Look, who ain't gonna watch ESPN? Stop playing. You can say all you want. A game is on, I'm watching ESPN. I turn on the shows, I put it on mute in this background, and I like looking at it. And I like reading the captions and seeing what they're talking about. But I ain't boycotting. I'm just saying I'm looking at you like I'm losing a little connection, but that's fine. I still rock with you. Because if y'all want this type of money, first year salaries for the top 10 WNBA draft picks, she getting $500,000 and she can't answer half a question. $500,000 can't answer half a question. All the way down to $289. Why is that important? The largest salary last year was $269. The 10th pick is like, they wasn't making nothing last year. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. It's real spit. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, and what else? Become a member. You know what it is. We got to get into this topic about the Ravens and Harbaugh, because, you know I love it when somebody tell their coach, I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about that. Let's get into that. We still got other topics as well. We'll see about time. The men volleyball spicy man, Nick Wright, doubling down. We got some topics to talk. So love to you guys for still rocking with your boy, Zay Flowers. You want to talk about John Harbaugh? I'm listening.
Y'all was what, tackling damn near in practice? Y'all was tackling in practice?
Bro, we full pads.
Oh, all the time. I'm be real. I ain't with that.
The NFLPA on the line. However many practice pads you can get.
Yeah.
Oh, you getting them?
He using
every
them.
single one.
100%. Jesus.
Bro, we doing one-on-ones week 17.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie either. I got a little frog. I ain't gonna lie either. If you doing one-on-ones late in the season, you looking at your coach like, if we don't win a Super Bowl, I hate you. Like, you hate him. One-on-ones take so much out of you because it's so much performance. It's not, I'm in practice to get better. That means even physically, let me heal through the week to get better for Sunday. Mentally, in my game, in my craft, man, I almost had a sack, but I didn't finish that rip move. I need to work on that finish. I need to do 1,000 reps of this, like right here. I got to turn my hip right here. Is it my hip or is it more my shoulder? Let me get through this, coach. No. I don't care about, hey, bring it up. One-on-ones. Oh, Jesus. This is what happens when you got to do a one-on-one. That guy across from you, you got to beat him. Guess what he's thinking? I got to beat him. So have you ever seen a real fight? Yes, we all have. Floyd Mayweather. Look how pretty the sweet science looks when Floyd is fighting. Be real. Right? Versus like Stephen A. Smith and his punches. Let me stop. I got jokes. Or have you ever seen a street fight? Let's just say they don't look the same, do they? You want to know why? Because in the street fight, he's sitting there like, I just got to win. And I'll win by any means. In a professional fight, he's like, I'm already trained up to win. Now let me express all my training, my 6 weeks, or cut weight, and know all my techniques. Let me just show you that. We in a street fight now, coach. This is practice. I'm not fully trained yet for this week. And you got me competing. I'm grabbing ketchup bottles. I'm grabbing tables. I'm grabbing chairs. It just looks different. And that's where you got to go to. You got to go to a primal place. I hate it when coaches did that. Like, dog, I get it in the beginning of the year. You want to see who's ready. You want to see who's real. You want to see who's the one. Mano y mano. But at the end of the year, you know who I am. You know what I do on Sundays. Let me charge my batteries to get there. Don't make me drain them trying to win no one-on-one.
Right. Well, my ankle hurt.
Week 17, we doing one-on-ones. Everybody out there, you tired. You still going.
Everybody hurt. Week 17, everybody got something wrong. Something is wrong. I only got 9 fingers, coach. You sure you want me to play?
Basically, your body, like, how you manage that though? You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's why low key. That's why we had a lot of like injuries.
Injuries, yeah.
Because how we practice, how we went, like
y'all was what?
Blah blah blah. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he said they got a lot of injuries, and he thinks that it's tied to that. Look, the body is beautiful at compensation. But before it goes to compensation, it goes to balance. It's pH balanced. It's perfectly balanced. It knows itself. Boy, when you see little kids, athletes, young athletes, and you say stretch, and a young athlete, he could be 7 years old. He'll just sit there and say, what do you want me to do? I say, touch your toes and try to lean forward. He'll just smash his face on the ground like, pow. He could just touch his toes and just lean. And he's like, is this right? He perfectly flat, looking like a gymnast. You're like, yeah, that works. Catch that same kid when he's 20. Touch your toes and lean forward. He's like this. Dog, when you're a kid, you Gumby. So Week 1, I'm Gumby, coach. Week 17, and you saying, one-on-one? So that's part of the problem right there. You hurting. Your body loves to keep it in balance, but when there's some injury, compensation, your brain says pain, right? A signal comes. All of a sudden, pain, right shoulder. Guess what happens? Okay, his right shoulder is hurting. Uh-oh, he's not going to use it the right. Okay, left one, kick in, extra. You know, you got like a air traffic controller up here in your brain. It's like right shoulder's hurting, extra. I need more of you left hip. I need more of you left shoulder, kick in. So now it's doing 110%. You over there doing 90 and 90. Off balance. Body doesn't like being off balance. Sooner or later, look, it's doing this the whole way. Week 7, week 8, week 9, week 10. We still doing one-on-ones. Oh, God, this plane is. Then finally, it's like, fuck it. Pow. He needs shoulder surgery in the offseason. I wonder why. Plus, he ain't go here because he probably is like, look, why talk about my ex? I ain't gonna talk about my ex-girlfriend like this. But you mad at coach. You're like, coach, other teams are doing better than us and they're not killing each other. When I played, Marv Levy, my first coach ever, he had easier practices than not. Who had more success than Marv Levy? He didn't win a Super Bowl. I know that. But who had more, like wins? They won more than any team, I think. Buffalo Bills in the 90s. They just didn't win a Super Bowl. But don't let that fool you that they didn't. They were in position every single year, basically. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls, chilling. Meanwhile, there are other teams like the Giants and stuff killing each other, but they won a Super Bowl a couple times, right? Bill Parcells, but he'll kill you to get there. But guys talk. So if I'm on the Giants and I'm talking to somebody on the Bills and I'm like, I see you in the Super Bowl, you mean you got up to the top of this mountain by climbing? And they're like, the Giants is like, yeah, we had to climb up here. How y'all get here? Oh, coach hooked us up with a helicopter. He just said, take the helicopter up here. And we together. And if it wasn't for wide right, don't act like them teams were so different. Wide right. You mean we a field goal away? If his foot is turned a little different and we got here completely different ways, boy, if you don't stop playing with me, real spit. Oh, let's keep going in the Ravens because in the Ravens, Eric DaCosta, we ain't seen you in a while since you traded for Max Crosby and then lied about it and retraded him back.
Don't do this now, but back in the day, we used to we had a prize for the scouts that could sign undrafted free agents that would make the team. It was a cash prize, and we haven't done it in a long time. Coach Billick used to do it, and it was so that would make things pretty interesting after the draft, because if you actually signed a player and he made the team, you'd get an envelope with some money.
Isn't that crazy? Everybody getting a big check. You in the NFL, it's a check, and it's a big check, okay? Compared to the real world, it's a big check. But no matter what, 2 things always invaded the locker room. Somebody putting a little bit of a bounty up or a little bit of wager up. Dude just made $1 million that week, but he's like, I bet you $10,000 you can't knock nobody out. And that means more to you than your $1 million check because you don't even touch that $1 million in check. That 10K, you're like, oh, I'm about to go. If I win this 10K, guess what I'm about to do? We going to pure platinum. After that, you're like, we out. It's crazy. Bounties was real. That's why I laughed when they went through Bounty Gate. I was like, oh, God, this is going to be funny. Because, like, when you get caught cheating, your responses are only based off of what you think they know. Were you cheating? No. What do you mean cheating? No, I didn't do nothing. Marcellus, I have the text right here saying, girl, I love cheating with you. Is this your phone, right? Is this your phone number? 310? Baby, I was just, you know how crazy I get, especially when I'm off that sauce. Oh, my God. I was texting that to my boy, talking about, man, what he told me the other day. She's like, can you stop? Just tell me. Just be honest. This hurts. Okay. Look. So you say, look, she should be like, oh, God, he about to lie again. But the point is, you get incentivized like that. The other thing that comes into the locker room that cracks me up, that always gets people going, is something that's free. So somebody, a jeweler. Shout out to Jason of Beverly Hills, who's my dog. I was like his third client ever. And he's now got 17 stores worldwide, something crazy. He's insanely popular. He does all the Super Bowl rings and then does the NBA championship rings. But I met him when he was out the trunk, basically. That's my homie. Point being, when you first start off, like Under Armour, Kevin Plank, right? He used to hook up Eric Abagu, who was my teammate. Now, Eric works for Under Armour. But they came in our locker room in Dallas with free stuff. When you show up with free, we lose our mind. And even though the dude got $1 million check, so I get exactly what he's talking about.
Going back now, like however 20 years or whatever it is, but that was interesting back in the day. Guys were scrambling and be competition because there's only so many guys you can sign, right? And that was an interesting part of it back in those days. The wild days back then. But we do.
That ain't wild days. That's what they told us is wild days. At their job, they got office pools too. See, this is how the real world always make the athletes feel like, you guys are doing something different. No, we ain't. What is an office pool? Oh, well, we're going to get a little money together and we're going to just bet on the Super Bowl. That's the only office pool y'all got? Y'all ain't got another office pool? I know. I worked in the office before.
We still, I think there's definitely, if you sign an undrafted guy that makes the team, it's definitely like a badge of honor for us. Like if you're the scout that recommended that guy or the coach, you got don't do this now.
Damn right. Blah, blah, blah. If I'm the one that hooked us up with something that we didn't even see value in and now he's the one, whoever found Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant or undrafted free, who found Antonio Gates for the San Diego Chargers? The sucker didn't even play college football. Antonio Gates did not play college football. And he was on my Charger team as a rookie, my third year with the Chargers. This is like my 7th year in the league. I literally remember it like yesterday. I put because they always, at the beginning of the camp, they put the bottom of the depth chart against the starters. So we ain't got to work that hard, supposedly. I'm about to line up a D, and I ain't going to lie to y'all. By this year, even though I'm not at my best, I'm still damn good. But my respect is still high. And I remember putting my hand in the dirt all late, the ball, the center at the ball and stuff. And then you just show up like this. What's up, homie? What's up? I put my hand in the dirt like, I ain't about to go hard. I'm good. I'm that dude. And I look up and it's this dude, is Antonio Gates, and he not built like I'm used to seeing cats built. If you see Gates, he's not muscular like that, but he big. But he not fat. He just big. And I was just looking like, you got to judge in football. Every sport. What am I talking about? In life, you better judge people. Shoot. Man, he's sagging, dog, with Cortez on and some khakis. With a blue flag. I wonder if he's going to the library. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Judge him. It's okay. I'm trying to stay alive. So I put my hand in the dirt looking. I'm judging him. I'm like, he ain't going nowhere. This ain't going nowhere. Coach, all right, run it. Center, look around. Center. I'm not lying, y'all. That sucker went. I said, what? And immediately when he coming back, because it was a pass, but he was, because I lined up right in front of him. I hated that defense. We switched our defense. That's part of the reason I fell off. I digress. Al Bundy. And I'm like, he went. I said, he was walking back to the huddle, jogging back. I said, hey, big dog. I said, big dog. And it got Gates right here because, we all got that little tape. They don't know their names. I was like, hey, big dog. I was like, where you from? I think like Kent State. I was like, oh. Then every play I would be like trying to get more information on. I was like, how you do? Y'all balled out? Y'all good? And he was like, And then I was like, I ain't play. So you what? You didn't play? And I'm not lying. That was same thing with LT. I'll tell you that story a different time. I was like, you didn't play? That basketball, though. He played basketball, and that's all I saw. Basketball player on a football field. I said, he went, I said, Jesus. Big people don't move like that. He became Antonio Gates. Voila. I'm glad I saw it. First play against me. That's right. Love you guys, man. I'm going to get out of here. It's my wife's birthday. Say happy birthday to her one more time. All right, enough. Stop flirting. Love you guys. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Become a member. Enjoy life. You know what I mean? We got a lot of topics, obviously, we leave on the board every single day, every single way, just to make – I I got to do it. Oh, spicy volleyball tomorrow. I got to do it tomorrow. I love it, too. Spicy volleyball cracks me up. I really want to get there, too. Damn it, Wiley, you a liar. You always say you're going to do a topic, then you don't do a topic. Shut it. I ain't going nowhere unless I die. Let's do it, okay? So I got nothing but love for you guys out there. So make sure you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to try and time this up. I probably won't do it right. Peace.
Decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verdict. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation. So
I told you I wasn't going to do it right. Blah, 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 blah. Love y'all, man. Get it in. See you tomorrow. Peace.